Well, hello everybody. I'm Dr. Lucy Scarborough, and I'm the president and the of the El Paso Chopin Piano Festival. And with me are two of my cohorts and good friends, and also very valuable committee members of the El Paso Chopin Society. And we have Joyce Whiteside.
Hi, I'm a retired instructor from EPCC and a longtime member of the Chopin Festival Committee.
And Adam Bakinski.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much for having us.
Mm-hmm. Now we're here for one purpose mainly, is to invite you to attend 3 beautiful award-winning concerts. Here, they're on this poster, and now let me give you the dates. The first date is September the 22nd, and the next one is Saturday, October 6th, and then the last one is October the 20th. They all take place at 7 o'clock on Saturdays. All take place at the Chopin Memorial Theater. His admission is free. Now, those are the general comments, just the 3 things. Remember, it's all at the Chopin Memorial Theater, all at 7 and free. And Adam Bakinski, will you tell us about this 22nd concert?
It's my pleasure to talk about Eric Zuber. He is one of the most famous pianists. He has won 10 major piano competitions. He has been performing all over the world. And just to name few, the piano competition from Sydney, Dublin, the Arthur Rubinstein piano competition from the Juilliard School. He is one of the handful of pianists who won twice in a row the Gina Butcher, piano competition as well. Eric started, his debut was when he was 12 years old with the Baltimore Symphonic Orchestra, and since that he has been unstoppable, performing all over the world. He also is a great teacher, great coach, and he works with many, music school, with many universities, with the Ball State University. He also works with the is the Stanway Society in Korea. He also teaches, there's a music fest in Perugia in Italy. Mm-hmm. So he is well accomplished, top-notch of an artist, and we are so great and honored he's coming to El Paso and perform for us for free. That's a great honor, it's a privilege, and it's a good opportunity for all of those members of the community to come and see and enjoy his music, because otherwise they have to travel to New York or somewhere else. Yes.
Well, the free part, I just want to clarify that it's really not free, that we have people here from the community college and the Chopin Society that pay for them, but they come at just gratis like this. We pay them and give them the transportation, but considering all the other concerts they give, this is like free.
Saturday, October 6th, is Richard Dowling, and he's no stranger to El Paso. He has been here twice before, in 2003 and 2011, and the audience loved him and he loved the audience. Now, there are 3 things you might not know about Richard Dowling. He's a Texan, and he also is a person who has specialized in Chopin, the beautiful ragtime master, who's also a Texan. And in 2017, Richard Dowling performed 2 concerts at Carnegie Hall, playing all of Chopin. And through 2017 and 18, he had many recitals across the United States in which he was playing Chopin, as well as other music. Another thing you might not know about Richard Dowling is that he specializes too in the teenage Chopin compositions that Chopin produced when he was just a teenager. Wow. I'm looking forward to hearing something of that when the concert time comes. Another thing you might not know about him, his versatility. He has over 12 CDs in which it's not only classical and chamber music, but jazz, ragtime, and popular music as well. Richard Dowling somehow still has time to be a music publisher for a couple music companies. Can you imagine? Lectures and also teaches. So get ready for Richard Dowling, who's a fantastic seasoned artist. And now our 3rd concert. One you don't want to miss for sure, because I'll bet you hear some of her glorious new compositions, and that's from Lucy Scarborough.
As a teenager, that's when I first fell in love with the music of Frédéric Chopin. My mother was a musician. She had orchestra and bands and everything, and she'd have me play the piano and accompaniment, but I just played it because she told me to. But when I heard Chopin, now the way I heard Chopin, well, there was a concert artist from New York. His name was Maurice Lickman, and he would play on Wednesday, and my teachers would actually let me out of school so I could run home and hear Maurice Lickman play Chopin. So they'd let me week after week run out and hear him play. Then my mother heard that he was coming to Santa Fe, New Mexico, and so she wrote to him and asked if he would accept me as a student, and he did. So that summer, and it so happened that it was several years, and I turned 16, and he was a beautiful teacher, and he put me through all of the etudes of Chopin, the monstrous works of Chopin, and he had me give a recital. And it was until after I left him for many times, I looked up his bio and said he was one of the leaders in the movement in New York. And I think you can still look his name up and find that's true. But anyway, he was one. So Chopin is one who helped me determine that I wanted to be a musician. My concert will be with mostly Chopin, but I always have at least two of my own compositions. Now, they're not anything like Chopin. I've learned a lot about composition from him, yes, because that's what I play mostly. His music fits my hand. In fact, I have a replica of his hand, and my hand fits exactly Chopin's hand, and I'm proud of it. Of course, I like to boast about that. But I also have compositions that I used to play about two of them, and the way I codify them, I say, like the one I'm going to do now, this time I've never done before. It's called a bolero, and I say, instead of saying opus this and opus that and number that, I just say 5/16. 5 means E, El Paso. E for E in El Paso, and the P is the 16th. So the 5th letter in the alphabet is E, and the 16th is P. So that's my codification. So if you say 5/16, you know that I wrote it in El Paso. So then also on I'm going to play a nocturne that very few people play, and I've not all my life, but lately in my life, I said I'm going to dare to do that. It's one of the last nocturne that he composed, excuse me, and it's very profound and very, very mature composition style. And I heard it and I said, oh my gosh, I wonder if I could ever play that. So I just decided, okay, you're always telling people they can do it, so you do it. So I did it, and I'm going to play it, and I loved it. People say that there's something that happens when they hear Chopin, some sort of a love that takes place. And I also say that Chopin knows no barriers of nation or culture. All cultures love Chopin, and I can tell you that right now, in this world of music, there are at least 15 Chopin concerts going on around in the world. So that sort of says what I want to say about myself, but I do want to especially thank the El Paso Community College Arts, it's called Salute to the Arts program, and also the El Paso Chopin Society for sponsoring this great event. Be there. You won't be the same. You'll be happy and have a new look in life if you hear Chopin. Rubinstein said when he played Chopin, the people just start loving each other, start understanding each other better. There's something that happens during that concert. So you be there, so it'll happen to you.
Bring your family members, your friends, your children. Just make sure the children are 10 years old, and you talk to your kids so they know how to behave in the theater, in public, so they do not disturb the artists.
Okay.
That's right.
Thank you.
That's right.